Sophie in the Facebook group said this, and it prompted a heap of responses and got us to where we are today doing this episode. As a mum who works full-time, has 3 young kids and a husband who runs a business, I'm so time poor. Do you have any hacks / time savings things that you've implemented to help? Even if it saves you 5 minutes or was an initial outlay that cost money to begin with. And there was heaps of responses there, and I thought we'll jump on and chat about it. Today, I am joined by Rachel Kroon from This Is Property. Welcome back to the main stage.
Thank you.
Hey, reading through this list, and I think I will say we've broken it up into like shopping, cleaning, automation stuff, food, laundry, kids, some mental stuff and other little things. I think a lot of this is how, like, everyone's busy, right? And the weird thing is, and you've probably found this in your own life, kind of the busier you get, you actually find your capacity increases to get more stuff done.
Yeah, if you want something done, ask a busy person to do it.
And it will get done. So, I mean, any initial comments of this? And I think I will say, there was plenty of blokes in the group as well who said, I'm a working dad. And so this isn't just, money hacks for mums or anything like that. But any initial comments before we get into it?
Yeah, Sophie, I can completely relate. And I think a lot of people can. And it isn't just mums. I think more and more it is both people working. And we have this environment now where both people have these big jobs and we have these children and people are time poor. And I think the amount of people that jumped on and discussed it with you shows how many people are in the same boat.
Yeah, and I was kind of thinking some of it is, can you buy your time back? And you might not be in a position to buy your time, but you might be able to do some other things that we're going to discuss today. Okay. Well, I reckon this is more of a financial hack than anything if we start with like this shopping and groceries little segment. Brandon, Erin, Kate and Corinne said basically use Woolworths or Coles online delivery or click and collect to save time and avoid impulse buying. And Kate said it costs her about $4 a week, but it saves so much mental energy. Have you done much with this, or are you a traditional go in and shop?
Other than my fruit and veg and my meat, which I get at different stores, everything I buy from Coles or Woolworths is online, and I have done that since COVID. I don't have time or the energy to go into a shopping centre. Yeah,
and I think the good thing about this, I basically now do it myself. Most of my groceries I'll do online. I got an email the other day from Worths. I think I pay $130 a year or something for the delivery, which is weird. I must do it outside of their times or something because I always get charged on top of that. But anyway, it's a really good way when you are shopping to a budget because you fill your cart up and you can go, I've only got X amount to spend. And you can just add it there, and before you click checkout, you'll know there's no surprises when you get to the counter. Like, it's a really good way to save time and money.
Yeah, and it also allows you to, when things are on special, to bulk up on them.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to carry them around in your trolley.
Yeah. Erin says, this is interesting, use the shopping lists in the app to streamline. So that's probably the same thing, create a list in the app. I know I'm more of a Woolworths guy than a Coles guy. I know it has like a literal list thing in the app. So just use that. I don't know. This is simple crap, but it will save you so much time doing the delivery or even the click and collect.
Yep. And you can also look at things you've bought before that are on sale.
Yeah. But did you know, Rach, there's actually parts of the region or of major cities, did you know like Coles and Woolworths actually have supermarkets that aren't for people to go? They're like in a warehouse. It's just for online delivery and click and collect.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So this is a real thing, and I think maybe in years to come you won't go into – you probably will, but All I'm saying is it's a real thing, and there are warehouses that are just click and collect sites that you do your ordering and they pack it and you rock up. Yeah.
It's just so convenient.
Yeah. And it doesn't really, click and collect doesn't cost more.
No.
Like,
not if you do it in the right times.
Yeah, like why wouldn't you do it? But it goes back to planning. And if you plan, you'll optimize every part of your life.
Yep.
What's Michael and Simon saying here?
Michael and Simon says, get essentials like soap and detergent from Bunnings or subscribe for delivery, e.g. Amazon.
It was funny. I didn't want to say it, but I will because I think it was a bit cheeky. Did I say Michael or Michelle?
I think you said Michael,
I
which
said
is
Michael.
why I was like stunned.
Maybe I know that Michael is French.
Ah.
Oh. Either way, one of them said in the group, buy it through Bunnings and let the business pay for it so it looks like stuff for work. Now, I'll say one thing. Any mental gymnastics that you want to do to avoid tax, you can do that gymnastics all day long and you can pay for it in your business or claim it on tax all day long. I could go down to Kakadu now and buy is it Kakadu or what's the Anaconda?
Yeah.
Sorry, whatever. And buy a kayak and claim it on tax. I can do that. The thing is, if you get a please explain or an audit, you'll get screwed. So I don't think we're buying stuff through Bunnings to look at so the business pays for it. However, there could be some optimization there with the scale like the Costco play.
Yeah.
So you're buying in bulk. Actually, my current washing machine detergent, a big bottle of Omo, is from Bunnings.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting personal now, isn't it?
I have about 23 bottles of Omo detergent in my cupboard at the moment.
Are you a top loader or a front loader?
I'm a front loader,
Yeah.
but when it's on special, when it's half price, I will go to town.
Yeah, and well, that's the same like with the dishwasher tablets, right? They cost $1 million. Just never, and that's a golden rule for shopping and groceries. Any of the big ticket items that you see them on sale every other month, just wait till they're on sale. I do it with the detergent, dishwashing tablets. I do it with those Mount Franklin cans of soft drink because they're like, without on sale, they're $20. When they're on sale, they're half price. So I think, yeah, being planned. But I don't know. For me, the Costco thing, the only reason I've got a Costco membership is because I like to go and have the soft serve and the pizza.
I've never been.
Oh, you got to go. Well, we'll go one day. There's one up at Boolaroo. It's probably only 15 minutes from here. It's wild. It would probably suit you because you've got like 15 boys practically living at your house. There's just way too much bulk for me. But it's really good if you had, those big staples that you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a good one. Do you want to go to Janelle?
Janelle says shop fortnightly after payday and rotate who does the top-up shop.
Right.
Yeah, the top-up shop's big.
So the top-up shop, is that like your fruit and veg, not the staples?
So if you do a big shop, so a lot of people do a monthly shop or a fortnightly shop, but there's going to be a top-up shop. And that might not include, meat and bread and fruit and veg, but, just a little one that is in between. If you're going to do I do a monthly shop.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do a little, it's always going to be a little top-up. So I understand exactly what she's saying there.
Yeah. And then Michael said, and there was a heap of people who talked about this, and there's another section on food that we'll get to, meal planning so you know what to buy and avoid daily dinner decisions, and I'll have more to say on that. So, look, at the risk of being the most boring podcast episode on the planet, all this stuff, it's pretty boring and basic, but what I want and why I wanted to do this episode was it's just a time in your week where you might spend 45 minutes with us thinking about things, how you can re-optimize or you got out of the habit of doing click and collect. Well, from today, you're doing click and collect or home delivery. Simple as that. Hey, it's Glenn here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. You made it to the end. Can I ask a favor? Can you hit that like button? And maybe hit subscribe if you want to get notified when we release further videos just like this one, whether you watch the Money, Money, Money podcast or Retire Right. And remember, if you want to learn more about investing, I've got an investing book, The Quick Start Guide to Investing, and there's a link in the description to get your hands on a copy. Thank you so much. Bye.